course you are. You're here, you're ready. Let's go. Take it down, lift it up, reach up, lift up, open it up. As you lift, think about how you could stabilize from your hip bones up. So I want you to think about lifting your hips up and towards your chest, almost like you're lifting forward, and stabilizing using your glutes, using your hips. So you're using your abs. We want to make every exercise a core exercise. Breathe and lift. Couple more. Breathe and lift. Down and up. And now take it down and hold. This is something we're going to work with today. We're going to hold down here. This is called time under tension. So the tension, in case you didn't realize, is in your legs. Slide your hips back. Oh my God. Align your knees over the feet. So they're not buckling in, but they're pressing out. Then lift your chest and see if you can drop down lower. Now, press down through your heels and then press down through the ball of each foot. Stay light in your toes. So we're anchoring. So we're not just rolling on the outside of the foot. 3, 2, down and up. So down and up for 10. Take it down, press down, lift up. Remember the flex here, right? So we're gonna do a lot of flexing and holding today to create strength and tension in the legs. Draw up and in from your core. Sort of relax your shoulders as you drop them back. Are you breathing? Press down, lift up, getting into those hips. Just nice and like a smooth pace. One more. Down and up. We're going to take one foot across and back. And right here, we're actually just going to practice the hip work. So cross that foot and back and notice where your hip goes. Most of you probably turned in some way. So see if you can, this toe is really light. Rotate your hip so it's facing forward. Knee aligned right over that ankle. And then tuck that hip in, which might feel kind of weird because you might want to be here. We're trying to be here, and I want you to press down, lift up. Knee up and out to the side. From this position, press down, lift up, and then hike your hips forward and up. This may seem small. It's relevant. Cross, take it down just a little bit. You don't have to go way down. Press down and lift up. We're practicing stability. We're creating strength. We're creating alignment. Yes, slow. Tuck it in, lift it up. So we're working your hip strength, we're working your hip stability right here in your hip flexor. Just part way down. You go down as low as you want to. Oh, she has a whole bench to play on today. Tuck it in, like work your alignment here. Use this as your opportunity. What's happening in your foot? What's happening in your hip? When we take the time to create better alignment, everything else you do, was that 10? Will be better, right? Lift up. Good, try the other side, plant your foot, and then lift up. So you're just, it's like you're trying to lengthen across this hip bone with the knee slightly up. And I want you to feel your glutes engage, then cross, come back down. Hold right here on the down. You choose how far over this back foot is. Tuck it in. So a little pause, time under tension. Drop into that hip, tuck the hip in, and then press up. Lift up. I know, it's hard to be patient through this stuff, but when you do this, you create something different from your brain, right? So take it down, tuck it in, align your spine, press through that heel, notice the ball of the foot, press it down. I didn't come all the way up on that one. Lift up. So you're choosing how low, right? I'm going a little lower on this side. Tuck that hip back, because I do want to focus on the top of that motion. Press down, lift up. So much happening in your hips. Stabilizing. Tuck it under, lift up. When we create more integrity here, more happens everywhere else. You want to increase your metabolism. I'm doing one more because I think I did an extra on the other. Yes, shake it out. We'll come back to that. Feet go wide. We're gonna go down and up for 10, and then we're gonna do the bottom quarter for 10, and then down and up. You ready? Let's go. Down, press up. Now don't bob up and down here. Down, resist yourself coming up. Flex your quads, flex your hips, flex your core. Like pretend somebody's pushing down on your shoulders as you're standing up. Yes, this is how we create strength from inside out. Shoulders back, breathe and lift. Heels down, anchor with the balls of the feet, get light in the toes, breathe and lift. You got it. You know I like the hands here because it helps create the posture that is gonna best serve breathing. Now, I'm gonna go down on this one and come a quarter of the way up. Let's go. Down, press and squeeze. Down, press. So we're keeping the tension at the bottom, right? So it should be building up a little bit of fire. Right, so it's the bottom quarter, about, and it's slow. Push your knees out. Now down all the way up. 10. I know, it's just getting better and better. 9, press and squeeze. Can you feel more muscles happening? Like more muscles activating? Yes? The rest of the day, you can ignore your hips. This is the only moment that you really have to focus on what they're doing. Yeah, the payoff is really big. One more. And now walk that off. Shake it out. Let your legs kind of come back. Get water if you want it. Yes? Now I'm going to show you how we're going to go with this. So push-ups, but here's how it's going to look. So you choose, like you might want a counter. We're going to do some push-ups, and then we're going to do a little hold at the bottom for alternating leg lifts and push up. So you choose. The lower you are, the harder it will be. You could do it on the floor, the side of a table, the side of a bed, the side of a dresser, the wall. You pick. And you could try one and then be like, wait, you could use a chair, right? Mine's a wider surface, and that's fine. So you have your apparatus. Okay, we're gonna do 5 regular push-ups, and then we're gonna do 5 with the hold. Let's go. Down, press up. Down, now draw your abs in, press up. And then squeeze your legs. Make this a full body exercise. Down and up. Now down and hold. Down, hold, time under tension. Lift one leg, lift the other leg, press up. That's 1. Down, lift one leg, lift the other leg, press up. Down, one leg. Oh, they're shaking a little bit. Press up, 2 more. Yes? This is how we create change. Abs tight. Press up, 1 more. Down, lift. Lift. Now 5 of them, down and up. You've got this, go. Down, 5, get your head out of the way. 4, yes, that is the work. 3, mindset. 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Like, what else do you need to do today? This is it. This is so good. Squats. Wide stance, down and up for 10. Press the knees out, zipper up through your core, tip the shoulders back. Let's go. Down. Resist, press up. Down. Resist, work the flex. We aren't holding weights because I want you to practice from the inside out, creating strength. Press down, squeeze, resist. Breathe. I want you to feel your hips working. Yes. You got it. Squeeze in from your abs. Breathe and lift. So we want to create down, quarter the way up. Go. We want to create strength in these legs. You want to be able to bend your knees your whole life. And the more we shy away from doing it because it doesn't feel comfortable, the weaker your legs are going to get. Right? Your quads are strong because they bend and straighten the knees. Press down, drive into the mat. Yes. Down and all the way up. Resist it. A little bit of quiver. That's what you want. Could you create that? Breathe and lift. Press down, lift up. Hips on. Squeeze in from your core. Shoulders pull back. Breathe and smile. Yes. Notice where you kind of let go and just let momentum take over. I'm going one more. Press down, lift up. Shake it out. Walk it off a little bit. Just a little bit. And now that your arms have had time to recover, set number 2, the very best set, you don't want to miss it. Down and up for 5. Lengthen your spine. Remember, your elbows are going to track at some angle back. If you have them way out here to the side, you're in your neck. 5 of them. Down and up. Let's go. Press up. Lock your legs. Yes. Use your back. Use your core. And then it's down, lift, alternating legs. 1, 1. Slide your shoulder blades down. Watch your neck. Pull into your mid back. Think about it. You've got to have your mind on what you're doing. This matters. Lift, lift. Press up. It's supposed to be challenging. Drop the elbows back a little bit. Yes. Time under tension. And then down and up for 5. Down, breathe. Use your core. Don't miss that. If you drop out from your center, so much force is on your shoulders. Yes? Get some water. Those aren't the only push-ups we're gonna do. Welcome to time under tension. That's what that means. It's like being able to hold, well, it's what it sounds like. Your muscles, time under tension. I think about that a lot in life. You all know by now that I believe exercise mimics life, and how we show up for this and how we manage our mindset really carries over. Here's our next one. I don't have my legs right. We're gonna squat down, step back into the curtsy, come back into the squat, stand up. We're gonna do that for 5, then we're gonna do a 5 staying low. Here's your options. Everybody come down. You know, there's that spot where you come down, it's like, oh, that's good, that's fine. And if you go further, you have to kind of think about it, work at it. So know that your that's fine spot is available to you, okay? So squat down, curtsy, so you're just stepping back, hold with this leg and hip. Here, now stand up. Yeah, we're gonna do it holding in a second. Down, same side, curtsy, time under tension, stand up. Yeah, we're gonna do 5 like this. This is 3. Down, curtsy, come back, stand up. Tuck this hip in, come back, stand up. Yes? Down, tuck it in, come back, stand up. You got it. Down. Now, no standing up 5 times. Yes, you can. Here we go. Come down. Now remember, you could be at your that's fine spot, or you could be a little bit lower. It's up to you. You know how you feel. Do you feel how much ab work is here? Like you've got to squeeze in from your abs. Yes? And then you know it, we're coming back up. Down, here, back up for 5. Same side, just like the push-ups. Breathe and lift, yes. Down, hold. Now you're choosing how low, right? You could go to the that's fine if you need it. Last one. Come up, shake it out. Yeah, so, I have arthritis in 2 knees, and if I don't do this stuff, my knees hurt so much more. When I do this stuff and they feel kind of achy, it's more like all that connective tissue is waking up. So I just wanna share that because I'm right with you. Down, this matters. Tuck it in, find your spot, curtsy back, come back, first one slow, stand up. Here we go for reps. Down, hips back, abs on, press and stand up, use your glutes. Down, press into the heel, press into that ball of the foot, tuck the hip under as much as you can. Down. Yes, you got it. Back, stand up. There she is. I'm going one more. If you already did 5, you could pause. Here we go with the hold. Down, here we go. Back, together, 1. Abs, feel your core working, squeeze it in. Tuck your shoulder blade in. Tuck that hip in, drive into the heel. Now I'm going over and I'm standing up. Over, in, thank goodness. Down, how are you doing? Over, in, stand up. Oh, that feels good. Down, tuck it in, over, pull it back, stand up. 2 more. Down, take it over, bring it back, stand up. 1 more. Down, over, in, stand up. Walk it off. Big lap around your space. Like walk over into another room. Just see what's over there. Come back. Water if you need it. We're gonna do a straight set of push-ups for 15. You did 15 before, but we did that hold in the middle. So just a straight set, no holding. 15 push-ups. You choose low, bench, wall, whatever. But you are so focused on your alignment, the line of your spine, the way your hips are being held by your core. Tip on top of your hands and then go. Excuse me. Chest up, right? So you're lifting your chest, you're not collapsing it. Yeah, don't worry about me, Micah. Whew. Oh, no. That's really not a good end. Yes, breathe. That's better. Lock your legs. Squeeze everything in so it's not just your arms. Breathe and lift. And you can choose your speed. I'm covered in mica fur now. So when you get to your 15, you get some water. Walk it off, shake it out. Getting all the mica fur off of my face. She's got, it's not even like fur, it's like fuzz, like lint. Okay, how's everybody doing? We're gonna quarter turn on this one. So, and if you don't like lunges, if your feet don't do lunges well, you know you can just put your foot in a position it can be flat and just do a split stance, right? So if this is bad, just split stance. The whole goal is to identify one leg and put the force into that leg. We're gonna do lunges or a split stance squat, and then we're gonna add in a hinge with time under tension. All right, so first, it's gonna look like this. Down, tuck that hip in, push into the heel, resist, lift up. Just like you might expect, okay? Here we go, 10 of these. Down, drive into that front heel. And it is subtle, but it is very significant to feel like you're just doing this little shift in where the knee is lining up, instead of letting the hip come out and the knee come in. Yeah. And then from your center. I want the up to be slow because you're resisting and you're pulling in from your core and you're tipping back from your shoulders. Yes? Breathing and lifting. Yes. And then we're gonna switch sides. Yeah. So you're pushing through ball of the foot, the heel. And this is where I talked about this a lot in stabilize, from your ankle to your knee. It's like this little rotation out so that you're not buckling in. It's small. Here we go. Press down, resist, and lift. Breathe. So most of the weight is on this front leg, right? I actually am not a fan of lunges pushing weight into that back leg. I think there's a lot of force on that knee. And if we make it more about this front leg, then we're strengthening the quad, the hamstring, the glute. Stability. Breathe and lift. Yes. And when you get to 10, shake it out. Yeah? Now here's how we're gonna make it more fun. Using your bench, your wall, your dresser, your bed, your counter, your whatever, we're gonna hinge. And you don't have to use anything, but I do like having something to kind of push down on. You could have a chair. So you have something to stabilize with, so you can push back into this standing leg, this hinge. Then we're gonna drop down into that split stance, so you could be here. Then I want you to just lift the hands, so you're releasing that, set it back down. Now here's the part that I want you to focus on. You're gonna lift back up into that hinge. I want all of this force on this single leg, like you're just doing this power lift up, like you're just rising. Yeah, single leg as much as possible. Okay, here's how it looks. Hinge, drop down. I lifted up too fast. And then lift, press. Down, no arms. Lift, press. And I'm pressing through that heel. Hands. Lifting that back leg up. So it's this single leg rising up. Yes? And if you don't get any of the other parts, it just seems like too many things to think about. It's just that rise. So you're going from the down position, time under tension, and then pressing and lifting. Right? So we're creating time under tension here with this, the hold, and then lifting from no momentum. Yes? I didn't say how many, right? I wanted 5, but I just did 6. Okay. And then shake it out. Just release that. Yeah, time under tension. We'll do down and up again. Don't worry in case you were worried about that. So it's the hinge. Don't give up on yourself, even if your brain is like, I have no idea how to do this. Hinge, then holding on so you have something to stabilize. Lift, time under tension, and then lifting up from that single leg. So it's different physics. We are at a full stop. Power it up. That's different than going down and up. I did 6 on the other. How's your core? Yeah? Time under tension. We're going slow. We're in no rush here. When things are hard, we get into a hurry because we're in a hurry to get out of it. This is where this is it. Like, just tell yourself this is it. This is the process. I'm going one more. Yes? How'd you do? Down and up lunges. Just down and up. Split stance, either way. I'm gonna do this one more as a split. You could do it more as a lunge. Here we go. Down, press down, 10. 9, tucking it in. We got hinges next. 8, and then we got hinges with flies. Press down, lift. 7. Squeeze and lift. 6. Go as low as you can safely go. When we use these big muscles, we have greater, like your heart rate has to go up more output, more energy output, because we have more energy consumption in your body. Press down, lift up. Other side. Let's go. Down. Press and lift. Resist it, right? So you're not, catch yourself if you just kind of pop up. Make the up the resistance. Yes. Core. Flex. Good. Almost there. Chest up. One more. Oh. Shake that out. Walk it off. I want motion. Locomotion. Move your legs. Like, create that space. Now we've done a lot of stuff going like this. Now I want to do stuff, we started with this. We're going to create length from the hinge. So it's going to be up and down. We do this a lot in this class, but I want to change directions. So we're going to go up and down for 5, and then at an angle down for 5, and then to the side for 5. So this leg, a lot of dynamic motion, this leg, a lot of holding. You choose. Do you feel better about it? If you have something to hold on to, then hold on to something. Perfect. If not, you could have your hands here, like Karen introduced us to, or you could have your hands on a block, whatever. Up and down, let's go. Extend, and then bring it down. So remember, we're working the flex. Push into that standing heel. Shoulders back. The goal is to work the hips. So when you've done 5 of these, at an angle, like 45 degrees, notice your standing leg having to handle force in a different direction. Then we're going to go out to the side, straight out to the side. I always think that one is the most interesting. This one I definitely need something to hold on to. And when you get to all of those, standing up, this leg, I want that forward hip forward, lift up, stability. So you're not here, you're here. A lot of hip work. Up and down, 5. Push forward, 4. This working. 3, abs working. 2, do you feel your hips working in a different way? One more. 1, set it down, other side. So now we're gonna go with the hip hinge this way, shoulders back, abs on. You can micro bend that knee. This is not one that it would matter a lot if you have that leg straighter, but you do what feels best to you. Lengthen your spine. And so you're doing 5 straight back, and you're choosing how much pressure you're putting on your hands, right? Try letting go of some of the hand pressure and see how much more work you could do in that hip. Yeah, tuck the hip in. And then when you get to 5 of those, out to the side. 5, 4, and then stand up. Shake it out. Last round, because we don't do something once. Last one with this. Right? You want to see how strong you got. I wanted to give your knees a minute to be out of the bend extend thing. Oh, thank you, Sunita. So grateful for the video being on. Lift forward, 5 of these. Yes. I would have forgotten it. I would have totally forgotten it. You would have been lopsided and this side wouldn't have been stable in this way. Whew. It's harder than it seems like it would be. If you're really lifting up, I want you to exaggerate that. Now, you ready? Hinge, drop down, let go. See how much you can power it up from one leg. Like for real, you are actually stronger on this one. You're already stronger because you've made your nervous system better. Down, and if you don't like all of this business, just go down and then come up on one leg. Yes? This is definitely one that you could do with a kickstand. How are you doing? Yeah? 5 of those. We have to work for that strength, especially in those quads. It's just an inevitable thing. So hinge. If we're gonna get older chronologically, it becomes more necessary to focus on this. Kids don't necessarily have to focus on it so much for multiple reasons. One, because they tend to just play and move. But 2, because their muscles are in a growing phase. Yes? Is your last one. Yeah, awesome job. Now, these, second set, then we're gonna do some shoulder work. Don't you worry, here we go. Hinge it. Now, if you used something last time, see if you could do it without this time. How much of it could you do without holding? Abs in. Work the flex, push into the heel that's on the ground. Squeeze into your spine. And remember, you're going at that angle, 45 degrees. Watch that leg alignment. And then to the side. That one I gotta hold on for. Right? If we don't have anywhere that we can identify that we need to go, right, a way we want to get better, like, how boring is that? Like, you get to the top of the mountain, it's like, what's next? You always have to have a what's next. Other side, so you did 5, 5, and 5, and then you switch. Right? So the goal is never to be perfect, because then you've arrived, and then what? Then you're just complacent. The goal is to be paying attention to how you could be better and to keep getting better. That's growth. That's a growth mindset. That's when life is fun. When you realize that the process, like, you're in it, like that's all there is the process. Then, so you're paying attention, right, where you need to, when you're going out to the side. Yeah. I think it's really tempting to think that, like, there's an arrival. Get some water. And really the work is to enjoy the process more, like to keep identifying how you want to get stronger, how you want to improve your life, improve who you are in your life. That's it. Okay, now we need dumbbells. We're gonna hold out and do lateral raises for 5. This one for 5, then both together for 5. A lot of repetitions. I didn't forget your upper body. I like dumbbells for upper body. I also like the flex. Remember the flex. So little bend, shoulders back, abs in. Here we go. Lift them up. One arm only. Down and up. 5. Now the arm that's holding, draw that shoulder blade back. 3. 2. Hold this one up. Other one goes. Chest up. Breathe. Elbow back. Check your neck. And then we're going to go both together. Here we go. Out. Yes. Out. Pause at the top. You got it. One more. And then bring it down. We're going to hinge. So I'll go this way. Bending your knees, hips back, hinge. Out for 5. Out for 5, and then both together. I don't want to try to hold that for 5 because that would get kind of messy. So push your hips back, chest is forward. You can kind of lay on your legs if you want to. One arm goes. 5. 4. Align your spine. 3. Feel your hips do some work. 2. Other side goes. 5. See if you can push your hips back further. 4. So you're working directly against gravity. Yes. And then we go both together. Here we go. I think I did 6 on that one. 5. 4. Plant with the balls of the feet and the heels. 2. Hold this one at the top. Pause. 3, 2, set it down. Time under tension at the end there. Yes, right here. Time under tension, time under tension. Yay. I know. You're almost there. We're getting close. And just FYI, classes are going to move to 30 minutes starting next week. Lift out to the side. Here we go. 'Tis the season. 5. Chest up, chin up, elbow high. I don't trust that I will be standing upright at 30, but certainly 35. Other side. Lift, right? I'll do my best. 3. Breathing, yes? Abs. Whoo. Down and up. 5. Elbows lift. 4, what's happening in your feet? 3, the pause is at the top. 2, and 1. So much back work, yes? Hips back, chest forward, bring it down. Here we go, one arm. 5, yes. Head and neck in neutral alignment. 4, the pause is at the top. Check your hips, so much work in the hips here. After 5, the other side goes. 5, yes. 4, think about that shoulder blade. 3, 2, free yourself. And then both together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it off. Move around. Shake it out. Well done, Micah. Way to sit here. Okay, we're taking it down to the mat. You are almost done. I have my dumbbells here. 2 reasons. 1, I want to let your spine kind of relax. 2, I do want to do a little bit of time under tension right here. So bring your dumbbells, they don't have to be heavy. We're gonna work your core some, and we're gonna work your chest some as we wind down to finish class. So, everybody down here. I want you to take your arms out. They don't need to be straight locked, little bend, and just hover your elbows off the floor. So feet are gonna come up and lower down, up and lower down for 5. You ready? If you haven't started, start now. Squeeze your abs in. You're hovering your arms. Your elbows are just off the floor. So we're gonna do 5. And if you've already done some, that's okay, right? You can do extra. And then we're gonna do 5, bringing it together into a fly. So 5, hands come together at the top and lower down to a hover. Squeeze and lift. I know, your new favorite, right? Hover at the bottom. I'm gonna kick my water over. And then just the legs again. We're just gonna do a second round right into it. Hover the hands. Tuck your shoulder blades under. I know because it's happening in me. If I don't think about it, it goes right up into my neck. Yeah? Squeeze your abs in. You could alternate your legs. Now the hands come into a fly. 5, 4, 3. I know. Aren't you so glad we didn't just skip that? And squeeze in, lift up. Set it down and release. Extend one leg. Release your lower back. Release your hips. Like release everything in your neck as much as you can. Switch sides. Extend it and release it. So that was time under tension for your chest, and then obviously working your core as well. And then when you're done with that, hug your knees to your chest. If it feels good to you and you want to do it, by all means do a spine twist. Do whatever feels like the best thing for you to do right now to release, relax, let go, and move into your day. You know, just like, take your time, breathe in as you stand. Just like when we do these and we're at a full stop before you stand up and you have that power that you're creating, I feel like that's what happens when we take a full stop from the constant like rushing into one thing to the next. I'm speaking because that is what I do. Shake it out. And when we do this, it makes my day so much better because I have this moment with you. So thank you.